What police found in Arthur's backyard wasn't a simple break-in. They found a Jurassic war zone. But the true hero of this story wasn't the owner. And maybe it wasn't even the dog. Riverside, California. Arthur, 68 years old, was looking after his 9-year-old grandson. The only safety between the boy and the street was Scout, a loyal German shepherd. Everything seemed like a typical summer day, until 2:14 p.m. On the south side, the fence cracked. It wasn't a coyote, it wasn't a thief. It was something that didn't belong on this continent. Scout raised his head. The scent carried by the wind wasn't animal. It was the scent of death. A 7-foot Komodo dragon, trafficked and starving. It invaded the chicken coop, shattering the wood and devouring the hen's eggs in seconds. But that was just an appetizer. Unsatisfied, it turned its heavy body toward the house, straight toward where the boy was playing. Scout sensed the movement. He understood the target. Scout didn't back down. He knew he couldn't win, but he needed to buy time. He launched himself at the 200-pound monster. Arthur heard the bark. It wasn't a warning, it was a scream for help. When he looked out the window, the nightmare was real. The lizard had its jaws locked onto the dog's neck. Without thinking, Arthur shoved his grandson inside and locked the door. He went back out into the yard, armed only with a garden shovel. He struck the beast's head once, twice, 3 times. The wood of the handle snapped. The lizard didn't even blink. Scout was already stopping his fight. Arthur was exhausted. The dog dying. The lizard winning. That was when nature intervened in the most brutal way possible, through the same hole in the fence. Something long, silent and cold slithered into the yard, a 13-foot Burmese python. The snake didn't want the dog, it wanted the lizard. In a split second, the backyard turned into a coliseum, scales against scales. Muscle against claws. The python's deadly squeeze forced the dragon to release the dog. Scout, bleeding, had his one chance to escape. Arthur dragged Scout inside and barricaded them in. Outside, the sound was terrifying. 2 apex predators killing each other on a suburban family patio. When police arrived, it took 40 minutes and tranquilizers to separate the monsters. Both animals had escaped from an illegal collection nearby. Scout took 8 stitches to his neck and survived by a miracle. But that afternoon left a lesson Arthur will never forget. Fences are just an illusion. You never know what your neighbor is raising in their basement. On that day, the only thing standing between a child and a tragedy was a 60-pound dog who decided the boy's life was worth more than his own. If you have a loyal friend like that at home, hug him today. You never know when you'll need him.
All right, lift your side gently. Don't...